said you wanted to come
Yes.
back to something.
What's your name? Sorry?
Caden.
Caden. It seemed like we were picking on you a bit before. But I think the point that we were making is, and Homath, I think, nailed it when he said that you're in that sleeper zone. You seem to be showing loyalty to this guy. You said you cook, you clean, you do his laundry, all of these things that we appreciate. You're a lovely girl. You seem clever. The one thing that's keeping you in the sleeper zone is that you have your body on the internet. And whether or not he tells you that, because he won't tell you that, but that mark my words, that is what it is. That's what disqualifies it, because men, we care about how we look in public. And if he has to introduce you and say, oh, this is my girlfriend, she does OnlyFans, then that's going to be embarrassing. So you've got all of the, you tick all these boxes, but then that last one.
But we've been together since before I did OnlyFans, and his state of mind has not changed. It has been consistent.
And if he was that against it, why would he partake in it and benefit from it?
He's disqualified her from the long-term relationship, though.
But they were in a relationship.
He's against it for his own interests.
Yeah.
So he's only okay with it because he gets the sexual pleasure out of it, but otherwise he's not okay with it?
So she's just said that she would be with him if it weren't for, if he didn't resist. So if she wants to be with him, but he doesn't want to be with her, and she ticks all these boxes, they've been in a relationship before, the disqualifying factor would be the OnlyFans.
Or is it that he has commitment issues?
Yeah.
Well, you can say
You
that.
don't know him, so the only thing that you're basing it off of is what you know about her. You know nothing about him. So he could have hard commitment issues.
Do you know him?
I don't either.
Okay,
That's what
so
I'm
then
saying.
let's not jump to generalizations then.
But
so what we're speaking about here, and I'm sure that Brian could attest, is that guys automatically disqualify girls. Generalizing, obviously you're married, so congratulations.
Thank you.
But guys tend to disqualify girls when they have their body online.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't take it back. Like, in their eyes, that's theirs. They want it for their eyes only. And now that you've put it out there, now granted, he was with you before that, but obviously now he's not with you. And the only thing that's, in our eyes, that's really changed is a really big factor, and that's your body is now on the internet, and you can never take that back.
Yeah, and you share it. And I guess you don't only share your body, but those people are watching, and they are sending that energy to you, so you even share your soul, because it's so intimate. It's not just that it's a picture.
You're sharing that intimate
but people have the
connection.
ability to remove
Sexual
emotion
energies.
from that.
But the men don't.
The conversations
separates
that
it,
I
for
have
sure.
with people are, a platonic relationship that I have with someone who's on the internet. That would just be like, Brian and Beaten Cheeks, for example.
Do you think
they're
that
friends on the internet.
the people who subscribe to your OnlyFans, would you call that a platonic friend?
I mean, I don't call it a boyfriend or a
but
serious
they
relationship.
view it as
I have no control what the person on the other side.
So
I'm there for there's a service or something that I'm providing. How the other person on the other side is taking it is from their perspective.
But you're aware that
I
they're
don't have
actively
control.
Well, it's not
they're buying
separate,
naked
though.
photos.
Oh,
from your
absolutely.
perspective.
I'm
It's
putting
not
it out there
separate
for
from-
them to buy.
So that's not platonic. Platonic means that there's no sexualization, and that's inherently sexual, what you're talking about.
But it's not more than what the transaction is.
If I have a friend, if me and Brian were friends and he started sending me nudes, I would be like, Brian doesn't want this platonic friendship. He actually does that. So this is
I do.
But that's the same
I have
concept of
sent him
someone
nudes,
thinking
yes.
that, like, you go to a strip club and you buy a dance, they
That would not-
automatically assume that stripper's in love with
Yeah,
them.
that's not a platonic.
But it's not a service.
One sec.
Women fool themselves to what men will put up with for easy sex. When something better comes along, he will follow. All things are possible through Christ, but no man can save you. You will not save yourself. Be better. Have self-respect.
Yo, Grid One, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I want to try Homath. Let's get you in here.
Yes.
What you got for us? Homath?
I mean, I'm just trying to cut in with basically, like, I gotta agree with the European accent girl. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. That there's something spiritual, there's something emotional that connects you to these people who are seeing you in sexual situations. Just when they think about it, when they say the images of it, when they have the feelings that they feel. I lived with a girl once. I'll tell you a short little story. I lived with a girl who I found out was I let her move into my closet. It's all I had. I had a space for her to live in a walk-in closet. and she was just, not.
She lived in the closet?
So
this is like Harry Potter?
Yeah, I was like,
it's kind of like Harry Potter. Yeah, she was doing witch stuff too. She had like crystals and all that. And she was just not doing great, and I had extra space, so I let her live with me. It wasn't a sexual romantic relationship. I found out that she was like doing prostitution on Backpage. And as I got to know her more and more, I saw that it was affecting her emotionally. Making it a transaction does not separate the emotional component from it. And even if it's subtle, and on OnlyFans or on the internet, even if it's a more subtle form of it, because you're not actually touching or meeting the people, it still is there. It still is. There is some part of your deeper self that you are selling.
Is a transaction.
I like that.
But what if you would consider the act that you're doing more of, people have kinks and fantasies, and so what if the act that you're doing is actually a kink, and it's so like we're...
Oh wow, okay, look at that drawing there. That's what he was getting at. I thought it was just a doodle.
Subliminal messaging.
It takes me a minute to get caught up, but someone said something about Jesus, so I just thought I would illustrate.
Okay. Got it. So I think you were saying something about...
Yeah, you were talking about like selling a piece of your soul when it happens.
Yeah,
Thought...
when your bodies connect sexually, and you're basically the sperm and egg merge. That's two different lives coming together in the Bible says they become one flesh. And the actions that lead up to that are also bonding in the more subtle realms of existence. In the physical realm of existence, it's the sexual act creates new life. But in the mental and spiritual realms of existence, sharing sexual experiences, even over the internet, is kind of sort of the same thing.
Yeah, yes, there is that point too, but also, so for me, right, before I even started this, I was recording myself in the act, and that thought process, the idea of someone watching or someone, looking, watching, whatever it is, that can be considered a kink, right? So if you're doing something because you think it's hot, it's turning you and your partner on in that scenario.
$99. No real man will ever be with a woman that has done any sort of promiscuous activities, period. Once you females accept that, move on and find your simp. There are so many lonely, mentally weak males ready to save you when Jesus won't.
It's not entirely wrong. Yeah.
Not entirely. It's kind of wrong. Like there are some guys will go for it, and Jesus will still save you. But
oh wow, okay.
Directionally accurate.
Jesus will save you. That is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, in the grand scheme of it, while yes, you're creating a relationship with someone, you don't have to give up your soul or all of your emotions. You can have a transactional relationship with someone who's seeking something, and if you're pleasured by providing that service, then that's all that it is.
It's not a real that I don't want to share or I want to share. It's a fact. You share your soul. You share your soul.
Okay.
Everybody.
I think that's great, and I don't think sharing yourself is a well that will run dry at any time. I think to be alive is to love and be loved as much as possible. So why not? Like,
is it love or using?
But
and yeah, the well always ends up running dry eventually.
I don't think so. I don't think human.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
It does eventually run dry eventually.
I don't think
so. The metaphor that I'm using here.
That's a sad way to think about love and life.
You want to bring water to the village while the well is still running. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think that. I always feel like I'm so overwhelmed and overflowing with love and care for people, whether it's sexual or...
So you have to show yourself naked because you're so overwhelming with love and care?
Whether that's sexual or friendly or like doing good for others, I think I will never run out of the desire to do that, and so I can't imagine
desire. It's not love, it's desire.
But once you've put yourself all the way out there, what more do you have to give? You know what I mean? Like
I have so much to give. I'm a well-rounded human being.
To like your partner.
We all have a limited amount to give.
No, we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, wait, hold on.
Sorry.
You go. You speak.
Oh, my last thing I said was shut up.
Okay. You speak and then go.
But I'm kidding. I love you.
All right.
Okay. I think you were talking to me. It's kind of fuzzy in the audio. We all have a limited amount of things.
Hold on a second.
$100.
From now.
Wait a second, Joe.
The well runs dry. You should look into the eyes of women who've done prawn and bagged hundreds of bodies. The light has literally drained from their eyes and they are hollow.
No.
Wow. Okay, the chat is going in today.
That's going nuts. Yeah.
The chat is going in today.
The thing is, though, like what you're saying is,
Yeah.
I completely agree with you that you have a lot of love to give and everything, but that maybe the love that you're trying to give is misguided to simps on the internet. Maybe the love that you should be giving is to a partner and to a family.
I give my love to everyone I can.
But
You give your
isn't
what?
it fake love?
My love.
To everyone you can?
Because I don't think love has to just be romantic love. I think there's so many different types of love in the world, and so that's what I'm meaning.
See, this is like the
yeah.
thing that I find with only like, and look, I'm not judging you for doing OnlyFans.
No,
I think you
talk
can
your
do
shit.
you can do whatever the hell you want. But it's just it kind of seems like cope to me when you say that I'm spreading love. You want to make money. That's your primary objective. Would you do it
Well-
for free?
Oh, good.
Unfortunately, that was a good question.
Good
Good
question.
question. I think, yeah, like the primary reason why girls go towards sex work
Yeah.
is because it's lucrative and it can change lives. It can help stabilize
So
women.
when you can imagine a guy who's
Using money,
spending
yeah.
his
Well,
money
I
on
was
your
still
OnlyFans,
talking.
and he's you kind of stopped. When you can imagine a guy
Really?
who's
Just a
spending money
smidge.
on your OnlyFans,
Okay.
dick in hand,
Yeah.
late at night, feeling lonely.
Oh.
Are you spreading love to that guy?
Yeah.
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 You really
You don't.
you think that that's
You
loving?
don't.
Yeah.
What form of love is that? What would you call it?
I don't know, because I really enjoy the experience
Isn't it
of what I
selfish?
do. What?
Selfish love, like, don't you do it for yourself more than for others?
Yeah, is it self-love? Is it friendly love? Is it erotic, romantic?
I mean,
Are you drawing Hitler? What is who?
I'm
When I
drawing the
started
look in
sex
the
work, I
eyes.
grew up
It's
really
delayed by a
religious.
minute, but they
Okay.
said that when the girls who do porn forever have like a look in their eyes that don't have.
Oh.
There's no light left.
What's that called? The thousand cock stare?
Yeah, I'm capturing the thousand cocks.
Is that what
there, yeah.
that's called? You know, like thousand
Yeah.
yard stare, but for cocks.
But yeah, I grew up really religious in a household where like my
Oh.
Grid
siblings.
1 Motorsports donated $100. Ignoring the fact that men you would want to be with will simply never do more than use you for sex at your peril. If you treat yourself as a semen receptacle, men will too.
Semen
No man
receptacle.
capable of loving a woman
Yeah.
will want that. Ever.
Semen receptacle man.
That's my new favorite.
That is. That's some.
I'm gonna make that my Twitter bio.
Nice.
Let's go back to her. So, yeah.
But yeah, I grew up really religious in a Catholic household. My like siblings all wear like full on like pants and long sleeves to go swimming, like very conservative.
Burkinis?
Oh wow.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I think that's. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's sorry. And so I found when I was trying to discover myself sexually, I felt a lot of shame in expressing myself and found a lot of comfort in expressing myself online because it was this way to dip my toes into intimacy and fun without it feeling like too serious or like, oh, I'm having this like interesting conversation with this guy online, but like it's at my pace. It's like my comfort level. And so yeah, maybe like it's not like love in that scenario that you gave, Jake, but like it's something and it sparks something in me and it's fun and exciting.
So
I don't think
it's
that's
the
wrong.
Discord.
So at
why-
the end of the day, it's for you though. It's not you're not spreading love. It makes you
feeding
feel
you.
better.
Maybe in that situation where dick in hand in the middle of the night, it's not about love.
But that's
for
essentially
sure.
what OnlyFans is though. And like
No.
trust me when I say I'm not judging you. I've done all of the bad
sure.
things, all the sex, drugs and rock and roll. I'm not
Yeah.
judging you. But when you say spreading love, like we just have to sort of get our facts right here because OnlyFans is inherently not spreading love. It's actually fueling an addiction that guys have and it's fueling a loneliness epidemic.
And why
that
do you
we've
have
got
to
happening.
take your clothes off to fulfill that need? I mean, I didn't say this, but I model a lot in the automotive industry, but I also have done like lingerie and stuff like that. And to me, like I've been pressured many times to do OnlyFans, and have I considered it? Yeah, but at the same time, like I've said, once I give that or once I put that out there, like for that person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, like that's now no longer just his or like just for him or just for our intimate time.
I think that's where we differ because I really don't believe in ownership in relationships. I believe it's two people, two individuals
respect.
coming
Yeah, I was gonna
together
say,
to make something
Yeah.
bigger.
And this is love when you don't share your stuff with someone, I guess.
But I don't also see like the human body as being something that's like degrading myself to have and show. I really don't.
But I mean,
and we can differ in that opinion.
Body.
Like if you don't want to do OnlyFans and you feel like that's for your person, fuck yeah.
But I do. But I show my body, but I don't show all of my body. You know what I mean?
But
like,
what's the difference between your stomach and something else? It's just your body, and it's just like.
But the thing is, though, this is the thing that a lot of younger girls, particularly, will say. It's the fluffy sort of like, oh, it's just free love, and we can do whatever we want and show our body. And at the end of the day, it's not just your body. It's not just your body, because your body's actually very significant, especially through the eyes of a man. If you are, and like you're 25 now, you will have a completely different mindset in 10 years' time when it comes to this sort of stuff. I guarantee you. And like I know it seems like I'm picking on you. But I'm just saying that I think honestly,
willing to hear you out.
I think that you're like
there's more in you.
Hold on, just 1 second.
Sorry.
I think that you're a really nice girl, and like honestly, you've got a great energy, and you do have a lot of love to give. I can tell that. But you're corrupted by this fluffy duffy narrative of we can give our love to anybody. It's just you spread your love too thin, and it'll be a vaporous lifestyle.
Think about all the people.
One